So wherever we're not getting the term Jatamamsi, the whole term we're not getting. We're getting some of the synonyms, or the main, the classical name is Jata. So in these names, they used to describe about this plant. But in Charaka Samhita, he used the term as Mamsi. Okay. So the third point, it is important to note that the Jatamamsi term was not used in Brahatrayi. So please remember, so in the Vaivavasi, you may get the such type of questions. Okay. So it is important to, and infectious diseases, especially the insomnia, where the person is having loss of sleep, anidra. So usually we used to consider nidra, ahara, nidra, and brahmacharya. So these three we used to consider as a trayopastambha, like vata and pitta, kapha are the stambhas. Ahara, nidra, and brahmacharya. These three they used to consider as upastambhas. So they are, without these upastambhas, so it is very difficult to maintain the health. There is swastha shishwastra rakshanam. So it is very difficult. So as ahara we have needed for the nourishment of the sharira. In the same way, so nidra and brahmacharya is also most important. If the person is unable to have the sleep, is unable to sleep, so it may leads to like anxiety, anxiousness he may develop. Like some of the manasika vikaras, like unmada, the apasmara conditions, where the person is very irritable, which is very beneficial, that which does like the nadi shamana karma, nadi uha samsthana vikaras. So in such type of conditions, it is indicated. Okay, so we'll discuss while explaining about the therapeutic uses in detail. We'll discuss. So in insomnia, the mental disorders, and also some infectious diseases. So this drug we're using, that is Jatamamsi. So Acharya Charaka, it is indicated for like Unmadha, Apasmara, Ashmari, Vatarakta, Swasa, Kasa, such type of the diseases are there. Okay, next we'll move to the basonym of Jatamamsi. Basonym of Jatamamsi. Jata Yukta Mamsi. Jata Yukta Mamsi. See the term Mamsi, like Mamsa Peshi, how the rhizome, how it is present, like the muscles, it is that much having fleshy, smooth. That smoothness is because of the presence of the hairs, the small hairs which are covered on the rhizome part. Jata Yukta. Jata Yukta means the hairs are covered on the rhizome part. So because of the presence of the hairs, it looks like a matted hairs, smooth, soft in nature. That is Jata Yukta Mamsi. It has a matted hairs. That is the basonym of Jatamamsi. We'll see the botanical name. Nodostachi Jatamamsi. Nodostachi Jatamamsi. So the nodostachi is formed by the combination of two words, N-A-R-T, knot, and stachi. Nardos, N-A-R-T, knot, and stachi. That is the Latin word. Knot means velaris. Stachis means spike. So velaris, spike. Stachis. Stachis means spike. And Jatamamsi. So Jatamamsi is the Sanskrit word. So as it is, they have used the term in the botanical names or in the Latin names, maybe of like the native of Indian, Jatamamsi. Okay, Narastachis, Jatamamsi, Shalmalia, Malbarica, Saraka, Ashoka, Datura, metal, like that. There are so many. The genus and species are they are used as it is the Sanskrit names. Okay, so this is also one of the Vaivavasi question. They may ask, give any the 5 examples in which genus or species may belongs to the or may it is having the Sanskrit names. Okay, like Saraka Ashoka, Nadastachis Jatamamsi, Shalmalia Malbarika. Here Shalmali is the Sanskrit names. Okay, so like Datura metal, Putranjivaka, that is Putranjiva Raxburgi. So like this Sanskrit names they are using as like a genus or the species. Okay, so next it is belongs to the Valerineaceae family. So I think already come to know that another one of the important drug which is belongs to the same family, Valerineaceae family. There are only 2 drugs in our syllabus, that is Thaghara and Jatamamsi. Thagara and Jatamamsi are the two drugs which are belongs to the Valerineaceae family. Almost all these drugs, like the Valerineaceae, the family members, they used to grow in high altitude places, especially in the Himalayan regions. Okay, and almost all they are perennial herbs, and shrubs are there, rarely the trees. Okay, so next we'll move to the vernacular names. The vernacular names of Jatamamsi, in Hindi it is called Jatamamsi itself, in English it is called Indian spikenard. Indian spikenard. As the name, stachys means spike, nardus means valeris. Okay, so that is same they have given like Indian spikenard. In Kannada it is called Bhuta Jata. Kannadadalli Bhuta Jata. It is not available in the South Indian states. You can take in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. So almost all in South India we are not getting. Only in North India, that too in the Himalayan region. Okay, so that's why we used to say with the same names. So next we'll move to the Ganas, where Acharya Charaka mentioned Jatamamsi under three Mahakashaya, that is Kandugna Mahakashaya, Shukra Janana Mahakashaya, Saugnastapana Mahakashaya. So please remember the Mahakashaya names. So you may get the questions in the examination. It may be in the practical examination or in the like Vaivavasi, or you may get in theory examination also. Okay, so Acharya Charaka mentioned it under Kandugna Mahakashaya, Shukra Janana Mahakashaya, Saugnastapana Mahakashaya. So Kandugna Mahakashaya, I think we have discussed. Okay, just will recollect. So what is meant by Kandu? Kandugna Mahakashaya. Kandum Hanti iti Kandugnam. The drugs one which cures the Kandu, one which overcomes the condition called Kandu. So as you all know, the Kandu, that is itching sensation. So Kandu is because of the Kafadikyata. Kandu is because of the Kafadikyata. When this, because of the vitiation of the Kafa, so that when they used to take Ashraya in the Twak. So Twak is the Adhisthana for the Kandu. Kandu, they used to take Ashraya in the Tvacha. So there it is going to produce the itching sensation. Okay, so the Kandugna Dravyas, definitely it is having Kafashamaka and Tvacha. Kafashamaka and Tvacha. Okay, so such type of properties, the drugs which are useful in treating the Kandu. So what are the Kandugna Dravyas? So the Kandugna Dravyas, like it starts with Chandana, Naladha, Chandana, Nalada, Krutamala, Nakthamala, Nimbha, Kutaja, Sarshapa. Chandana, Naladha, Krutamala, Nakthamala, Nimbha, Kutaja, Sarshapa. So among these, so here Nalada is the synonym which is denoted or which is used for Jatamamsi. So Nalada is also the synonym for even one of the drug which belongs to the Poaceae family, that is Usira. Usira is also having the synonym as Nalada. But in this context, we have to consider the Kandugna Dravyas, that is Jatamamsi. Nadastach is Jatamamsi. Okay, so Chandana, that as you all know, Santalum album, which belongs to Santalaceae family. Nalada, that is Nadastach is Jatamamsi. Chandana, Nalada. Krutamala. Krutamala, please recollect, Krutamala is a synonym of Aragvada. Krutamala. So mala means like garland. The inflorescence which looks like a garland or mala. That's why they used to consider as Krutamala. So this is another one of the Vaivavasi question. You may get, so which drug is called as Krutamala and which drug is called as Nakthamala. So Nakthamala is a synonym of Karanja, that is Pongemia pinnata. Whereas Krutamala, it is a synonym of Aragvada. Okay, so Chandana, Naladha, Krutamala, Chandana, Naladha, Krutamala, then Nakthamala, Nimbha, that is Ajadirakta indica, Nimba, Kutaja, as you all know, the botanical source, Valar and Antidysentrica. Okay, so Chandana, Nalada, Krutamala, Nakthamala, Nimbha, Kutaja, Sarshapa. Okay, so these are the some of the drugs which are useful in curing the condition called Kandu. Okay, so Kandu is one of the lakshana in so many the skin diseases. Kandu is mainly a lakshana. It occurs in so many the conditions like Tvak Vikaras or the Kushta-like conditions. Okay, so next we'll move to the Shukra Janana Mahakashaya. Shukra Janana Mahakashaya. Shukram Janayati iti Shukra Jananam. Shukram Janayati iti Shukra Jananam. So this is mentioned in the second 10. Okay, Shukra Janana Mahakashaya. Shukram Janayati iti Shukra Jananam. The drugs one which increases the production of Shukra Dhatu. The drugs one which stimulates the production of Shukra Dhatu. Or they used to consider it as spermatogenics. Spermatogenics. That is the drugs one which enhances the production of the sperm. That is called as you all know, the so many conditions, especially the infertility. So there, like especially the male person, the person is having some of the complications or the problems where there will be the production of the shukra will be less, or the sperm count will be less. In such type of conditions, if you treat such type of drugs, like the Shukra Janana Dravyas are there. So usually Shukra Janana, as you all know, which is mainly because of the Madhura Rasatmaka Dravyas. Madhura Rasa, Guru Snigdha Guna, Shita Virya, Madhura Vipaka. So these are the common properties of Shukra Janana Dravyas. I think you all know so what are the Shukra Janana Dravyas? If you know the like Jivaniya Mahakashaya Dravyas, so you can easily remember. So most of the drugs which belongs to Jivaniya Mahakashaya, so will be present in Shukra Janana Mahakashaya. Okay, like Jivaka, Rushabaka, Kakoli, Kshira Kakoli, Mudgaparni, Mashaparni, Medha, Ruddha Ruha, Jetila, and Kulinga. So there are totally 7 drugs which belongs to which are as same like in Jivaniya Mahakashayas. Okay, so the Jivaniya Mahakashaya Dravyas, as you all know, I think we are very well perfect in Jivaniya Mahakashaya. Jivaka, Rushabaka, Medha, Mahamedha, Kakoli, Kshira Kakoli, Mudgaparni, Mashaparni, Jivanti, Madhukamiti Dashamani, Jivaniyani Bhavanti. I think you are very perfect. You are very well perfect in Jivaniya Mahakashaya. So among those the drugs, if you remember the 7 drugs like Jivaka, Rushabaka, Kakoli, Kshira Kakoli, Mudgaparni, Mashaparni, and Medha. Okay, so these are the 7 drugs, same as like Jivaniya Mahakashaya Dravyas. So apart from these 7 Mahakashaya, there are another 3 the drugs. That is, he used to mention about Ruddha Ruha. So Ruddha Ruha, it is a synonym for we used to say Argyria speciosa. Argyria speciosa, Ruddha Ruha. It is very well described by Acharya Vagbhata. Faleshu Pita, Kushameshu Rakta, Patrasa Dugdaihi, Trikona Kanda. That is in the classical text, how we have to identify the drugs. The morphological description is given by Acharya Vagbhata regarding Ruddha Ruha. That is Argyria speciosa. Even some people, they used to consider it as the synonym for even Shatavari also. There is Aspergus racemosa. Aspergus racemosa. So Ruddha Ruha, it is both for like Argyria speciosa and Aspergus racemosa. So here you can consider as the Aspergus racemosa, which is having Madhura Rasatmaka Dravya. So because of this Madhura Rasa, as the properties of Shukra Dhatu and the properties of this Shukra Dhatu and the drug, that is Shatavari. So both are having same properties. That is Ruddhi Samani Sarvesham Viparita Viparyaha. The Samanya and Vishesha Siddhanta concept. As the drugs are having same properties, so one which enhances the potency of that drug. Okay, in the similar way. So Jivaka, Rushabaka, Kakoli, Kshira Kakoli, Mudgaparni, Mashaparni, and Medha, Ruddharuha, Jetila. Here Jetila, that what we are discussing, the today's drug. So Jetila is a synonym of Jatamamsi. Jetila is a synonym of Jatamamsi. And Kulinga. So Kulinga, it is a synonym for Abrus Gunja. Kulinga is a synonym for Gunja. I think you have asked in the class also. So Gunja is also having the this Shukra Janana Karma. Even the roots of, that is Gunja Mula. Gunja Mula is a substitute for that is Yashti Madhu. As you all know, Yashti Madhu is one of the maximum Mahakashaya. It is included, maximum Mahakashaya, which is Madhurasa, Grushnigdha Guna, Shitavirya, Madhura Vipaka. So this is having a more sweeter than Sharkara, 3 to 4 times more sweeter than Sharkara or Guda, because as it contains the glycyrrhizin. So glycyrrhizin of the one of the important active principle. Okay. So if you are not getting that Yashti Madhu, you can use like the Gunja Mula. That is Kulinga, Abrus Precatorus. Okay. That is belongs to the Fabaceae family. So these are the 10 drugs. Jivaka, Rushabaka, Kakuli, Kshira Kakuli, Mudgaparani, Mashaparani, Medha, and Ruddha, Ruha, Jetila, and Kulinga. So these are the 10 drugs. They are going to act like a Shukra Janana Mahakashaya Dravyas. So please remember. So they are, if you go through once or twice, so you can easily remember. So that's why they used to ask in the Vayavasi. Okay, Shukra Janana Mahakashaya Dravyas. Next, Saugnya Stapana Mahakashaya. I think we have discussed about this Mahakashaya also. Saugnyam Jnanam Stapayati iti Saugnya Stapanam. Saugnyam Jnanam Stapayati iti Saugnya Stapanam. The drugs one which regains the consciousness. The drugs one which regains the consciousness. Where there will be a loss of consciousness is there. Such type of conditions. So in such type of conditions, you can use the drugs which are mentioned in Saugnya Stapana Mahakashaya. Saugnyam Jnanam Stapayati, one which gives the knowledge or like the knowledge or the consciousness. Sometimes because of the avarana of the Tamadosha on the manas. So where we are unable to identify, unable to know. If you are studying by giving your concentration, if you are studying, so any one person moving nearby you, so you are unable to identify that person because you have given the concentration towards that your subject. So so at that time, so unable to identify, so the other persons are moving near to the other persons. So like the avarana of the Tamadosha on the manas, so such type of conditions will be overcome by using the Saugnya Stapana Dravyas, because these drugs are having Ushna and Tikshna Gunas. So because of this Ushna and Tikshna Guna, so whatever the avarana is going to be takes place on the manas or on the buddhi, so they used to, as you all know, according to Sharira Kriya, so the proper nourishment of the brain, if the improper nourishment of the brain or if the reduced blood supply to the brain, which will reduces the memory power. So as these Saugnya Stapana Dravyas are having, which enhances or which increases the blood circulation to the brain, Mastishtha. And sometimes where there will be an increased the normal, apart from this normal quantity, the more the amount of blood is supplied to the brain at that time also, so it may cause some the confusions, or it may reduce the consciousness level, like in case of the hemorrhagic conditions, like in case of Pakshagata, where there will be a rupture of the blood vessels, so that may leads to the unconsciousness. In such type of condition also we require the Saugnya Stapaka Dravyas. So that's why the Saugnya Stapaka Dravyas are having Ushna Tikshna Guna. Along with that, some of the drugs are having Pitta Shamaka also. Like in case of, especially in summer season, I think you come across with the conditions like sunstroke, where the persons maybe the heavy sun, the increased temperature, it leads to the loss of consciousness. Okay, in such type of conditions, we are using the Pitta Shamaka Dravyas. Tiktrasatmaka and Pittashamaka dravyas. So by that, one which will overcome the conditions like the sunstroke conditions. Okay, so the Saugnya Stapaka dravyas includes both like Ushna Tikshna Gunatmaka dravyas are also present, and also the Pittashamaka gunas, Tiktrasatmaka dravyas are also present. So the drugs like under the Saugnya Stapana Mahakashaya, Hingu, Kaitaria, Arimeda, Vacha, Choraka, Vayasta, Golomi, Jatila, Falankasha, and Ashokarohini. So these are the 10 drugs. Okay, Hingu, Kaitaria, Arimeda, Vacha, Choraka, Vayasta, Golomi, Jatila, Falankasha, and Ashokarohini, Dashamani, Saugnya Stapanani Bhavanti. So as you all know, the Hingu, that is the Hinoti Shigra Gamana. That Shigra Gamana is because of its Tikshna Guna itself. Because of its Tikshna Guna, so it cannot be hidden. That is Aghuda Gandha. So because of its Tikshna Guna, because of its Tikshna property, so which will very fast, very quickly, they used to spread and does its functions. Okay, that is Ferulonarthex, Hingu. Kaitaria, regarding the Kaitaria, there is some confusions. Some people says like Parvatiya Nimba or Kaitaria, they used to give the drugs for, they used to comment on Kaitaria. That is says, and Arimeda. Arimeda, it is a type of Khadira. Okay, Vacha, as you all know, this is one of the best drug we are using in case of to treat the Nadivaha Samsthana Vikaras, like the Pakshakata conditions, Ardhita conditions, like in Sirovirechana Dravyas are also we are using, like Vacha, Ecorus calamus. Okay, so Hingu, Kaitaria, Arimeda, Vacha, Choraka, this is one of the non-detailed drug, Vacha, Choraka, Vayasta. Vayasta, this is Tiktrasatmaka, Pittashamaka Dravyas. Vayasta is the synonym of Brahmi. Vayasta is the synonym of Brahmi. Even the Haritak is also having the synonym as Vayasta. Amalak is also having the synonym as Vayasta. Even the Gudich is also having the synonym as Vayasta. But in this context, especially in Saugnya Stapana Mahakashaya, we have to consider Vayasta as synonym of Brahmi. That is Bekopa Manori. And Golomi. So Golomi, even it is a synonym for Vacha also. But in this context, Golomi, we have to consider a type of Jatamamsi. Golomi and Jatila. Golomi and Jatila are the two types of Jatamamsi. Golomi and Jatila are the two types of Jatamamsi. That is Selenium, Tenifolium, and Nadastuchis Jatamamsi. Okay. Next, Falankasha. So Falankasha is a synonym we're getting for even for Gugulu, and even for Gokshur also we are getting the synonym as a Falankasha. So please be careful while rating the. Sometimes they may ask, they may twist the question. Okay, write a note on Falankasha. So in the name of Falankasha, we are getting 3 drugs. That is Combifera Mukul, Gugulu, Nadastuchis Jatamamsi, there is Jatamamsi, and this one Gokshura, Tribulus terrestris. So there are 3 drugs in the name of Falankasha. So among them you can explain, so anyone. So definitely at that time you will get the marks. Okay. So Saugnya Stapana Mahakashayas. So these are the drugs which are useful in case of where there will be a loss of consciousness there, and where there will be the decrease in memory power is there. In such type of conditions, you can use this Saugnya Stapana Dravyas. Kandugna, Shukra Janana, and Saugnya Stapana. So these are the 3 Mahakashayas where the Jatamamsi is included. And next we will move to the Shushrutukta Gana, that is Eladi Gana and Anjanadi Gana. As you all know, Eladi, this is well known for its most of the aromatic drugs he used to include. So this is the one Gana here Acharya Shushrita, he mentioned a maximum number of drugs. That is, he used to mention around about 28 drugs are mentioned under Eladi Gana. 28 drugs are mentioned under Eladi Gana. The maximum number of drugs are 28. That is Eladi Gana. As the Ela, it is well known for its aromatic odor. So most of the drugs which are mentioned under Eladi Gana, they are Sugandha Guna Yukta. They are aromatic in nature. It contains, or you can say like volatile in nature. Okay. And apart from that, it is mentioned under Anjanadigana, Yeladigana and Anjanadigana. So this is about according to Charaka and Shushruta. Next, we'll move to the synonyms. Synonyms of Jatamamsi. So based on the availability, Kiratini. Based on the availability, one of the synonym of Jatamamsi is Kiratini. As you all know, one of the drug is called Kiratatikta. Kiratatikta, that is Svirshia Chiraita. Here, this is Kiratini. So both the drugs, they have given the synonyms based on the availability. Kirata deshe utpanne, or Kirata deshe upalabhyatvat. The plants one which is available in Kirata Pradesha. That is especially in the mountains of the Himalayan region. That is for Svirshia Chiraita. In the same way, Kiratini, that is Kirata Bahule Parvatya Pradeshe Jataha. Kirata Bahule Parvatya Pradeshe Jataha. The plants which is available, which is plenty, it is naturally available and it is abundantly available. Bahule, it is abundantly available. Where? Parvatya Pradeshe, that is in the mountains, mountain hills of Kirata Desha. Parvatya Pradeshe Bahule, abundantly available in the mountains of Kirata Desha, that is in the Himalayan region. The plants, one which is abundantly available in the mountains of Himalayan region, that is called as Kiratini. Okay, so Kiratini means Kirata Bahule Parvatya Pradeshe Jata. The plants, one which is abundantly available in the mountains of the hilly areas of Kirata Pradesha, that is the Himalayan region. So based on the availability, Kiratini. Next, Tapasvini. So this is also, they have given the synonym for based on the availability. Tapasvini. So what the word meaning of Tapasvini? Jatilatvat. Parvatya Pradeshe. Stitatvacha Tapasviniva Sadrushyaha. Tapasviniva Drishyate. See, in two aspects you can take. Parvatya Pradeshe Stitatvat means the plant which is available in the hilly areas. Parvatya Pradeshe. Jatilatvat. Tapasviniva Drishyate. How the hairs of the Muni, the sage, how it is present. The meditator, they used to for years together, they used to meditate. So how the Munis, the hairs will be present, in the same way the useful part of the drug of this Jatamamsi, that is the rhizome, is similar as like Drishyate, which is similar, which is resemblance as like that of the meditator hairs. Jatilatvat, that is a twisted, Jatilatvat, twisted hairs. Okay, so in two aspects you can describe the word Tapasvini. That is the plants one which is available in the mountains, mountain areas, like in the hilly areas of the Himalayan region, and they are twisted, and which resembles, which looks like the hairs of the meditator. Okay, like this you can give the meaning of Tapasvini. So here most of the synonyms are based on the useful part. Is the rhizome. I will show some picture. So at that time you will come to know that how the arrangement of the hairs will be present. Okay, so here Sulomasha, based on the rhizome part, based on the arrangement how they have present. Sulomasha, Shobhanai Lomabhiryukta, Shobhanai Lomabhiryukta. The neatly arrangement of the hairs on the rhizome, that is called as Sulomasha. Su means neatly. Sulomasha, neatly arrangement of the hairs, that is matted hairs. Okay, Bhuta Jata. So Bhuta Jata, excuse me, very irritable. So because when the person is not having the sleep, so he may get irritation. So to overcome such type of conditions, so this is the one drug, the Jatamamsi, which is accumulated in the mams, accumulated in the mamsa. Mamsam hinasthiti lekanatvat. Mamsam hinasthiti lekanatvat. Because of lekana property, which does the lekana of the fat or meda, which is accumulated in the mamsa dhatu. Okay, and falankasha. So phalam mamsam kasati hinasthiti. Phalam mamsam kasati hinasthiti. Because of its lekana property, which does the shoshan of the mamsa dhatu, meda dhatu. So Falankasha is a synonym of Gokshura. Falankasha is a synonym of Gugulu, and Falankasha is a synonym of Jatamamsi also. So depending upon the context, depending upon the prakarana where you are using, so you can go through the commentators. Depending upon that, you can choose the drug. Okay, Falankasha, Phalam Mamsam Kasati Hinastiti. So based on the actions which does the karshan of the Mamsadatu. So based on the actions, Mata, Janani, Mamsi, Falankasha. So these are the based on the actions. Based on the order, Naladham, Gandha, Mamsi. Based on the rhizome. So almost of the synonyms like Meshi, Mishi, Jetila, Travyadi, Krishna Jata, Bhuta Jata, Sulomasha. All these synonyms are based on the rhizome. Okay. Next we'll move to the Swarupa, habitat. So this is the picture of the plant Jatamamsi. Okay, so this is annual or the perennial herb, Ekavarshayu or Bahuvarshayu, Bahuvarshayu plant. So you can observe the land which is almost all saturated with the water. The soil is saturated with the water. That is, the moisture content will be present. So what it shows, it prefers the marshy areas. It prefers the marshy areas. So this is another picture of Jatamamsi. So in this picture, you can clearly observe. So these are the leaves. These are the leaves. It looks like they are originating from the ground level itself. So here you can see there is no. This is the main stem actually. So all these leaves, this is the ground from the ground level. So they are originating from the root. Means actually not from root, that is from the condensed stem. From the condensed stem, the leaves they used to originate. And this is another type of leaf. You can observe they are small leaf and they are bigger in leaf. Okay, so this type of nature we used to call it as radical leaves, based on the nature, based on the origin of the leaves, from where they used to originate. Based on this, we used to say radical leaves. So please recollect, there are three terms: radical leaves, culine leaves, and ramal leaves. The leaves which is originated from the condensed stem, the leaves originating from the condensed stem are called as radical leaves. If the leaves are originating from the main stem, if the leaves are originating from the main stem, that is called as culine. Culine, C-A-U-L-I-N-E, culine means leaves are originating from the main stem. If the leaves are originating from the branches, the leaves are originating from the branches, that is called as ramal. Okay, here the leaves are present. One is radical leaf and another one is culine. Okay, please remember these are called a culine, means leaves are originating from the main stem, and here the leaves are originating from the condensed stem. I will show in another picture, so you'll come to know that. Okay, and also you can observe about arrangement of leaf, shape of the leaf. As you know, this is a simple leaf. So this is the lemma, the green expanded part, which is not dissected or divided. Okay, so that's why you used to consider it as a simple leaf. And arrangement is clustered. It is clustered. That is from the ground level itself. They are coming. They are in gucha. That is clustered. Okay, so this is the whole plant. This is the whole plant of Jatamamsi. So you can observe the hairs. They are twisted hairs, like the matted hairs they used to say. So this is the rhizome part. This is the rhizome. So the rhizome will be covered by the rootlets. That is the hairs. Okay, and you can observe the leaf. So this is originating from the condensed stem. See how in this picture it is very clear. So this is the main, the rhizome. So this is the main stem. That is, the leaves are originating from the condensed stem, and the stem will be neatly arranged by the rhizome part will be arranged by the hairs. As you all know, there are 4 types of underground modification of the stem. That is, first mainly we used to classify the stem into aerial modification, subaerial modification, and underground modification. As you all know about the aerial modification of stem, that is cladodes, phyllocladodes, thorns, bulbils, and tendrils. Okay, aerial modification of the stem, that is for the purpose of to perform some special function, the stem is going to modify. Okay, that is cladodes, phyllocladodes, thorns, bulbils, tendrils. It may be for the purpose of to purpose some the special functions, like the photosynthesis. Like in case of Asparagus racemosa, the leaves are caducous. As the leaves are caducous, the functions of leaf is transferred into the stem, where the stem is modified into the cladodes. That is, the green stem will be present. That is to perform the function of photosynthesis, and functions of like the protection, like thorns. That is there the special function of the stem is protection purpose, and tendrils for the purpose of climbing purpose. Okay, so the to perform some special functions, stem is going to modify. So among them, the aerial modification is cladodes, phyllocladodes, bulbils, tendrils, and thorns. Then sub-aerial modification, that is not above the ground or not below the ground, just along the ground level, the stem is going to modified. That is runner, sucker, offset, and stolon. 4 types: runner, sucker, offset, and stolon. And then come to the underground modification of the stem. So this is specially for the purpose of storage of food. The underground modification is specially for the purpose of storage of food. That is, there are 4 types: rhizome, corm, bulb, and tubers. Rhizome, corm, bulb, and tuber. So these are the underground modification of stem for the purpose of, mainly for the purpose of storage of food. Okay, so this is the rhizome. So this part is called the rhizome, which is modified the stem. Okay, we used to say this is the rhizome. So in this picture you can clearly observe. So the leaves are directly originating from, it looks like from the roots, that is actually from the condensed stem. Okay, so these are called as the radical leaf. Okay, this is the rhizome, that is underground modification of the stem. So you can take about Swarupa. This is an annual or perennial herb, Ekavarshayu or Bahuvarshayu Kshupa. The Jatamamsi is Ekavarshayu or Bahuvarshayu Kshupa, which grows about 30 to 60 centimeter in height. See the height of the plant, approximately around 30 to 60 centimeter, not more than that. Okay, so 30 to 60 centimeter height with a strong smelling rhizomes. The plant is well known for its odor. That Jatamamsi is well known for its odor. Okay, with a strong smelling rhizomes. Root stock is woody, as you have observed. So this is the, you can observe, this is the root stock. So the root stock is woody, long, stout, curved, with the fibrous from the petioles of the weathered leaves. Fibrous from the petioles of the weathered leaves. Okay, next we'll move to the leaves. Type of leaf is simple. As you know in the previous slide, type of leaf is simple, and nature I have shown, that is the radical and culine, the 2 terms. Radical leaves are 15 to 20 centimeter in length, 15 to 20 centimeter in length, and 2.5 centimeter width. And whereas the culine leaves are 2.5 to 7.5 centimeter in length. Once again, please go through the so these are called the radical leaves. So these leaves are radical leaves, around about 7.5 to 15 centimeter in length. Okay, length will be 7.5 to 15 centimeter, and width you can observe around about 2.5 centimeter width will be present. Okay, so this is the radical leaves. Whereas the culine leaves are 2.5 to like 3.5 or 4.5 centimeter. This is the culine leaves. They're smaller compared to the radical leaves. Okay. Yes, 2.5 to 7.5 centimeter long, and arrangement is clustered. As you observed, it looks like they're originating from the ground level. That is guchha. The arrangement is clustered, not the alternate or opposite. That is clustered. Shape will be oblong. Shape of the lamina is oblong or subovate. Oblong or subovate, and apex is acute, and the petiole is sessile. Petiole is sessile. So you can observe it is broadest at here and gradually tapering to the base. That is opposite to egg shaped. That is obovate or oblong. Margins of the lamina parallel based on that character, oblong or ovovate, and apex will be acute, and the petiole is, that is the sessile, sheathing at the condenser stem. So this is about the morphology of leaf. Next, about the inflorescence. See, so this is one ray. Over that, 3 to it may be 1, 3 or 5 flower together. 1, 3, 5 flower together will be present. This is from one rays. Okay. So this is another ray. There will be 1 or 3 or 5 flowers they used to present. Like that, there are different many number of the flowers will be present. This is the characteristic feature in case of the cyme inflorescence. You can say cyme inflorescence. So like guchakara, as you observed in case of Ashoka, in the same way it is clustered the inflorescence type of cyme inflorescence. You can observe about the color. There are different color of flowers will be present. Somewhat pink color. So this is about the rhizome. This is the rhizome part. This is the useful part. Yes. So this is the dried, the rhizome of Jataamamsi. Not a stretch is Jataamamsi. You can observe this is another picture of the useful part of Jataamamsi. Sometimes you may get the confusion, or you may get while identification of the musta and Jataamamsi. Even the musta is also the rhizome, or the tuberous part will be the useful part, which is covered by hairs. In case of the Jataamamsi, it is soft, smooth, and the rootlets will be more. Whereas in case of musta, the rootlets will be very small and less. That is hard. The main difference between musta and Jataamamsi. Sometimes the student, they used to get confusion. Okay, the inflorescence usually 1, 3 and 5 flowered dense cyme inflorescence. 1, 3, 5 flowered, maybe 5 flower together or 3 flower together. Okay, so such type of group of flowers will be present. That is a type of cyme inflorescence. Color of the flowers is rosy, pale pink or blue colored. So depending upon the color, somewhat pink or blue color, the flowers will be present. Fruit is 4 mm long, indehiscent. About rhizome, so you have to explain about the rhizome. Rhizome will be stout, woody, frequently arched, and it covers the plenty of the minute, the rootlets. The hairs will be present on the rhizome, which measures about 2.5 to 8 centimeter in length, the rhizome length, and 1 centimeter thickness. Color will be dark gray, meshi, Krishna Varna, or you can say black color. It densely covered with the silky reddish brown fibers, which are matted to form a network. Okay, that is about the rhizome. Next, odor, strong aromatic odor will be present. Okay, so this is about habit. Next, we'll move to the Utpatti Sthana, habitat. So it grows at great elevations, up to 17,000 feet height in the Alpine Himalayan region. So only in the Himalayan region, like Jammu, Kashmir, Nepal, Pakistan, some parts of China, especially in the Himalayan region, that are around about 5,000 to 7,000 5,000 to 7,000 meter from the sea level. From the sea level, it is approximately 15 to 17,000 feet height. 15 to 17,000 feet height from the sea level. So at that place, in that range, the plant will be available. The Jetamansi plant will be available in that ranges. Okay, so don't try it as throughout India. It only grown in the Himalayan region, because there is the climate, a suitable environment will be present in that particular area only. Okay, next, the phytoconstituents, chemical composition. So the rhizome has essential oil, as well as it is Sugandhi, Naladha, Gandhamamsi. It contains, as the useful part, official part, is the rhizome, the kanda, which is having essential oil. So that oil contains jetamansic acid, jetamamsin, dihydrojetamamsin, jetamamsinol, nardostichin, beta-cetosterol. So these are some of the important active principles of jetamamsi. Okay, so jetamansic acid, jetamamsin, jetamamsinol, nardostichin, beta-cetosterol. Next, we'll move to the types of jetamamsi. That is, according to Rajanigantu, it is of three types: jetamamsi, gandhamamsi, akashamamsi. According to Rajanigantu, three types: jetamamsi, gandhamamsi, and akashamamsi. Rasapanchaka. It is having a tikta kashaya madhura rasa, tikta kashaya madhura rasa, lagushnikda guna, katvipaka, shita virya, tridosha shamaka karma, tridosha shamaka karma. Okay, so tikta kashaya madhura rasa, lagushnikda guna, shita virya, katvipaka, tridosha shamaka karma. So these are the properties of jetamamsi. See the karma and rogagnata. Karma and rogagnata. So this is having medhya karma, medhya on nadivaha samsthana, medhya karma. So because of its medhya property, which is indicated in case of like a manasika, the vikaras like unmada, apasmara conditions, it is indicated. That it is having nidra janaka karma, that is sleep inducer, as which is because of this nidra janana karma, which is indicated in case of anidra or in case of nidra nasha, where like the conditions primary insomnia, like in case of the insomnia conditions where there will be a loss of sleep is there, anidra or nidra nasha, it is indicated. It is also having the karma as kesha karma. It is having the karma as kesha karma. So indicated in case of keshagata vikaras, indicating case of keshagata vikaras. And also it is having kanti prasadhaka, kanti prasadhaka and tvacha, kanti prasadhaka and tvacha. So which is indicated in case of kushta, vikara, kushta and tvakvikara conditions, it is indicated because it is having the karma as kanti prasadaka and tvacha. And visarpanut, visarpanut, in case of visarpa, it is indicated daha and visarpa conditions, it is indicated. It is having vishagna karma, it is indicating case of vishavikara, and it is having daha prashamana karma, so indicating case of daha. Next, we'll move to the amayika prayoga, therapeutic uses. In case of manasika aghata conditions, so there jetamamsi, hingu, kasturi. So you take the jetamamsi, hingu, kasturi, depending upon the condition, depending upon the lingha, vaya, kala. By observing all the factors, you can choose the matra. So depending upon that, the drugs they mentions like jetamamsi, hingu, kasturi you can take, and you can mix and you can administer internally. So which will overcome the conditions of manasika aghatas. And also in case of apasmara, that is Fanta is prepared with the jetamamsi. Fanta is prepared with the jetamamsi and given in the dose of 30 ml 3 times a day. You can prepare the Fanta as per Fanta Kalpana. You can prepare the Jatamamsi Fanta, and it is given in the dose of 30 ml 3 times a day. That is useful in case of apasmara conditions. And the Thaila is given in the dose of 2 to 5 drops. In apasmara condition itself, you can use the Thaila also. That is the dose of 2 to 5 drops. And in case of Akshepa, where the person is having like the convulsions, Akshepa, that is involuntary movements of the maybe hands or limbs or the whole body. In such type of conditions, Akshepa, the churna is prepared with the 4 parts of Jatamamsi and 1 part of Twak, 1 part of Kankola, and 1 part of Ajamoda, Shunti, 1 part, and Mishreya 8 part. So by using all these drugs, you can prepare a churna. That churna is given in the dose of 3 to 9 grams. In case of Akshepa, convulsions. Okay, 4 parts of Jatamamsi, 1 part of Twak, 1 part of Kankola, 1 part of Ajamoda, and 1 part of Shunti. Okay, 4 drugs. So Kankola, Ajamoda, Twak, Shunti. 4 drugs, each drug should be 1 part, and Jatamamsi 4 parts, and Mishreya 8 parts. Okay, so you can mix all these drugs properly, and you can give this preparation at the dose of 3 to 9 grams. In a divided dose you can give. In case of Kushta, Lepa is prepared with the Jatamamsi, Maricha, Labana, Haridra, Thagara, Snuhi Mula, Gomutra, Gopitta, Grahaduma, and Palashakshara. So first you collect all these drugs. So with the help of these drugs you can prepare a Lepa. So that Lepa is applied over the affected areas. That is useful in case of the Kushta-like conditions. For it is having the Kesha Karma. So for Kesha Vardhanartha, where there will be early hair fall will be present. Hair fall will be present in such type of conditions. So to increase the Keshas, that is for Kesha Vardhanartha, a paste is prepared with the Mamsi, Kushta, Krishnatila, Sariva, Nilotphala, Kshira, Madhu. So Mamsi, Kushta, Krishnatila, Sariva, Nilotphala, Kshira, Madhu, if applied over the scalp, will promote the hair growth. Lastly, the official part, the useful part is rhizome, Kandha, that is rhizome, Churna 3 to 6 gram, Vata 50 to 100 ml, Thaila as required. You can use the Vishishta Yogas like Rakshogna Gruta, Jatamamsyarkha, Sarvaushati Snana, Mamsadi Kvata, Mamsadi Lepa, Saraswata Churna, Mahapaishachika Gruta. Okay, so Rakshogna Gruta, that is usually it is indicated in case of like Manasika Vikaras, Manasika Aghata conditions. Rakshogna Gruta, Jatamamsya Arkha, the Arkha preparations. Jatamamsya, as it is volatile in nature, Arkha preparations they used to prepare. So Jatamamsya Arkha, Sarvaushadi Snana, like Siddhartha Snana Churna, in the same way, Sarvaushadi Snana, that is which is indicated in case of Kushtadikaras, the conditions, Kushtadi diseases, it is indicated like Mamsadi Kvata, Mamsadi Lepa, Saraswata Churna, Mahapaishachika Gruta. Okay, so these are the some of the preparations. So this is one of the single drug preparations. Spikenard oil, that is the oil which is prepared from the khanda of the Jatamamsi. Okay, Jatamamsi Churna powder, single drugs. So these are some of the preparations. Okay, so by this I want to conclude the today's topic, that is Jatamamsi. Okay, next we'll see with another drug. Thank you.